So here's a serious question. Um, have you ever been 100% sure of what you were meant to do or supposed to do in life? I know a lot of people go through times when they feel very, very sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do in life, or they're where they're supposed to be, or they're on the path and things like that. But I wonder how many people are absolutely 100% sure that they are exactly where they're supposed to be in life, that they're doing what they're meant to do. Of course, that implies a lot of, um, how should I put this? When you're meant to do, I mean, fate and things like that. It implies a bit of that, quite a bit. Um, Ponder that for a second, and let that roll around in your noggin. Um, Back in 1990, I had met someone through work. We became friends. He's a good guy, Terry. I was needing to. I had left college. I had gotten a job in Detroit, working for a company, DJing weddings, and that's how I met Terry. He was working for that company as well. Um, Shortly after that, he started going through the separation and eventual divorce of his wife. So when I left college, I had no real place to go. I had no job or anything like that, and went to Detroit to live with my folks. Got this other job, needed to go get an apartment. At the same time that I was getting ready to do this, my friend Terry gets notice from his wife that it's done and it's time to have a divorce. Okay, so Terry needs to move out of the house. I need to move out of where I'm at. So we move in together, and I am the roommate of and kind of the counselor of the soon to be divorced guy. Fast forward 20 years ish, a little less, to, let's see, 1990, 2000, 2010. Yeah, 20 years. Fast forward to 2010-ish, and I'm living with my buddy Harley, and we're doing our radio show together, and we live in a pretty good house. We're renting a really sweet house. The house gets broken into by the people who are laboring on the house. Monsoon rain comes and the roof isn't really on. Many possessions destroyed. What the fuck? My buddy Jason, who had left Florida because he was divorcing his wife, needed a roommate. My situation comes up. I need to get out of the house. Boom. Now I am once again um, roommate of and counselor to the divorced guy. Fast forward to 2014. I'm working for a company. I'm not too far from home for this company. It's good. The location that I'm managing gets closed because it's not making any money. Not something that I did. I was actually picking the place up. It had improved vastly in the short time I was there. But they had decided not to renew the lease and they were closing the location. So graciously enough, they find me another store to go to. The store is now 52 miles away from where I'm living. Situation I'm not unfamiliar with, but it's a long drive. In the same week, same couple of days actually that this happened, my friend Steven, gets notice from his wife that she's moving out and they're done. The location that I get transferred to is 11 miles from his house. Now, again, I don't believe in any higher beings. I don't believe in deities. I don't believe in prayer. I'm not real big on fate because that would imply some kind of divine intervention or something like that. But let's look at this. In respect to the question that I asked at the top of this, you ever been 100% sure of your lot in life, of your destiny, of your mission in life, of what you're supposed to be doing, if you're on the path or anything like that? I'm not saying that I am supposed to be this guy that who's never been married. I'm 48 years old and I've never been married and I don't have any kids. It does seem awful coincidental, almost to the point of synchronicity. And I just find it compelling and interesting that situations have, now for the third time in my life, put me in a position to be roommates with somebody. Oh yeah, wait a minute, there was another time. God, my buddy Michael was getting divorced and needed a place and moved in with me because I had a place at the time and needed a roommate. So it's 4. That one, not so much. That one was tribulations beyond. It's a crazy whacked out situation. So, but the 3 big times that I talk about, it was as if fates conspired. So here I am. I really don't want to move. I don't. I had no desire to move. I would have been perfectly fine for a nice little while in my little job, in my little store, keeping things improving, 20 miles from home, half hour, 40-minute ride every day. I was perfectly fine with that. But life did what life does and changed things up. And sure enough, here I am, about to move in with someone going through a divorce. And I'm going to be the roommate and the counselor. And I'm already being the counselor. And I'm okay with that. I'm pretty good at it. And I know how to say the things that need to be said to somebody who's going through the nasty, dark evilness of love separation, of marriage separation, of just that cleaving of 2 people. Maybe this is what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. Maybe this is where the universe needs me. I've considered going back to school at my age to be a psychologist, psychiatrist, counselor of some type. I don't know. It's not like I pine to sell cell phones. I did enjoy when I was selling audio equipment because I know it, and to me it's natural. And I get jazzed by it, It just didn't work out. I don't know. It's a lot to ponder. I'd be curious as to what anyone thought about it. And I'd be glad to give further details if requested. But I just wonder if other people have had something smack them in the face like this. Because it's there's something kind of obvious about it. I don't know why. I don't know what. But anyway, those are the tidbits of thought rolling around in my head. I will leave it at that. Yeah, lots to think about. Anyway, as always, be good to each other.